Before moving into techniques and more of the details of the visualization, I would like to first define visualization. Now, if you Google the term visualize or visualization, you will probably get this definition. The definition says that visualization or visualize is to form a mental vision, image, or picture of something not visible or present to the sight, or of an abstraction, to make visible to the mind or imagination. So basically the important words here is we are creating a picture in the mind of our user. It can be an imaginary picture or it can be a very abstract thing, something very new. To give you an example, if you see this 2D data visualization, now this is a very old graph where in the y-axis you can see the planets and in the x-axis you can see the time. So this is actually showing the movement of the planet over the time. So this is actually a 10th century graph which tells how different planet used to circle and what is their motion path. So this is creating a picture in the mind of the user who are very open to the idea that we can have different planets evolving around sun or something else or something other than earth, because in the olden times people used to believe that earth is the center of universe and everything else is revolving around it. So it is creating an imagination, an idea in mind of the users. If they are open to this idea, then they will actually think about it. And if you consider maps to be very innovative and reliable, then let me remind you that all the olden war maps used in 17th century, this is one of them. You might have seen them in movies or in some TV series where the military general or some lieutenant, they plan course of action on top of a map. They say, okay, this is my army where we have to attack, which are the positions, which is the enemy tents. If you have been to the war, then it's well and good because you have seen the actual planning. So in the olden days, they have to brainstorm in the top of the map. So visualization techniques and the maps like Google Maps and necessary maps are not something very new. They have been used throughout the time and history in different forms and in different ways in different times. Now, if you see the modern concept of data, we have the big data concepts. We have the 4 properties of big data: volume, velocity, variety, and veracity. We are not going to make this course as a big data oriented course, but it's well known fact that we have to deal with such amount of data which can be complex. We have been also in our arsenal to work with some of the tools. Some of them are very easier to work, where you have to just import and export data like Tableau, Information Builder, and there are some other tools which are there where you have to really spend some time in programming and coding like D3. In this course, we are not going to go deep into how to handle such specific data like big data technologies and discuss about that. But we will be seeing the principles of how the front-end visualization should be created for such complex data scenarios, where user can be benefited for reaching their goals or get inspired by the findings.